Hey guys, it's Black Dog. Good morning, afternoon, evening. We got a lot to go through, so we're going to get started. Last week we ran across a traveler grave. Unfortunately, it's no good to us without interaction from that specific traveler. So we're going to have to let that go, and we'll revisit that at another day. Today, however, what we did do, last week we broke off to get some money to buy a new ship because I wanted to show you guys the mechanics of buying a ship. Luckily, in our search for money, we came across a Dreadnought AI fragment. All right, it was the reward. And what this is going to do, I'm about to show you, is going to lead me to another ship, a crashed ship. And it's one of the ways of finding crashed ships. This will lead me to a crashed Sentinel ship. All right? Oh, let's pop those open and get what we can out of those for our little stash. Nice geodesite. That actually sells for quite a bit. We can pop that out. And what else do we have that we can go through in our inventory real quick? Not a whole lot. A few things that we can sell, but mostly what we're going to keep. We have our multi-tool now, and we have our freighters. So what I've done, where you have to go to use this Dreadnought AI fragment, is a specific type of system. And I've already got one marked on the galaxy map so I can show you exactly what we're looking for. So most of the systems that you run across, it's giving you the race information, and if you have a conflict scanner and an economy scanner, which I highly recommend doing as soon as possible, with those two scanners you can look for a system that says, see where it says water, 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 no water, water. What we're looking for is one that says dissonant. And I've just found one. It says dissonant. So we're going to hop over to this system real quick. Now, this is only one way of finding a particular style of crash ship. There's a way to find crash ships in general. There are ways to find those. So, this is not the only method. This is the method we happen to have at our disposal at the start of the game. So we're going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to highlight the AI fragment, and hit Search Archive. As you can see there, it says Dissonance Spike Detected. And that's going to lead me to a crashed ship on that planet. So let's go there and see it. And here we are. We have a crashed Sentinel ship. So let's take a good look at her. I'm gonna scoot. Ooh, a wheelbarrow. I'm gonna scoot over here and grab this real quick since we're here. New planetary record, least hospitable. Nice. That gave us some nanites, and let's look for our buried tech module. There's one right there. Got a buried tech module.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Oh, and it is a nice red and black Cylon. 6 eyes. And it's a B class. So we are going to claim this. We'll do so by highlighting the ship. And then we're going to remove these items. All right, so now that we've removed those items, we have to find the hyaline brain in our inventory and probe subconscious. And using our little scanner mode, harvest a radiant shard. Okay. Let's go to our log. All right, so we have to put in a pilot interface. Telling me harvest a radiant shard when it should be giving me
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
All right, so I need 3 radiant shards and a harmonic mirror. Put some stuff in the starship.
Thermal protection falling.
And let's go get those radiant shards.
Extreme cold damage detected. Technology
Alright, we are not going to make it in this blizzard. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to dig a hole. Now you got to keep your eye on your meters, especially when it's this bad.
thermal protection falling.
You will freeze to death. You will burn to death. You will whatever to death. What is that radiant shard? There it is.
Thermal protection falling.
But if you're in a real pickle, get out your terrain manipulator and dig yourself a hole. It will save you. Alright, we have to go get this dissonance resonator, or commonly known as an inverted mirror.
Extreme cold damage detected. Technology recharging. Thermal protection falling.
Alright, now we're going to get out our terrain manipulator and we're going to run from these damn sentinels. And we're going to work our way back to our ship. This is doing two things. This is keeping me out of that storm,
Storm clearing.
and it's getting me away from the sentinels. Sentinels are gone, storm's clear, and we're almost back at our ship.
Extreme temperature detected.
All right, that was fun. Now we can probe the subconscious. Now that we have 3 radiant shards and 1 inverted mirror.
Technology recharging.
probe the subconscious. And it's leading us to an ancient site. It's going to be one of these monoliths. So as always, we're going to hop out. We're going to hit these language or knowledge stones, get languages under our belt. Remember, there are 3 knowledge stones for each monolith. We go up, we activate the monolith. The ancient site stirs as I approach. Stone scraping against stone. Warmth radiates from the hyaline brain within my pack as though in response. The mind of the ship child is interlocked with the hive. Current instructions. Seek and eliminate anomalies. Enmesh archival sentence with surrogate entity. And gives us 2 options, leave, or of course the one we're going to do, present brain. I fumble with the ship's brain, almost dropping it as it glows unbearably hot. The pain radiates far beyond my hands, an unearthly heat, a heat that melts glass. 3 dots. Its circuitry shifts, then grows still. The brain seems to accept my presence now. And we now have a harmonic brain. So we have to go back and install this harmonic brain into the Sentinel ship. Now this really is the easiest and quickest way for me to do a crashed ship. When it's a normal crash ship, you will wind up doing all sorts of repairs. You have to repair the launch thrusters, and you have to repair the pulse engine. And I'm not sure that that's the case with these. It's been a while since I've done any crash ships. So we go up, and we present the radiant shards, the inverted mirror, and the harmonic brain. And we now have a functioning ship. I was correct. I did not have to fix the landing or the pulse engine or indeed any of that. And this is a B class. So we're going to go ahead and claim the ship. And it's ours now. So we're going to run over here. And we're going to have to empty all of this, right? Because we're going to scrap this little thing now that we have a new one. Before I run away, I'm going to make sure there are no interactions. 71 of the, just a moment, this purple stuff right here. Atlantidium.
Incoming storm.
This is also fuel for one of the Sentinel ships.
Thermal protection falling.
Sentinel ships drives, I believe, for the pulse drive.
Thermal protection falling.
And here is our new ship. Let's take her up to the space station and get a good look at it.
Extreme temperature detected. Technology recharge.
It's radiant shards that it takes to charge everything. All right. Go to the space station. All right, weapons test. We have a phase beam, a rocket launcher, and a Sentinel cannon. And there is the mechanics of getting a crashed Sentinel ship. And there she is, orange and black with a touch of green. And she's ours. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go over here to the teleporter. We're going to go back to our base real quick. Because we have to move some stuff around. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into my storage container. And I'm going to pick things that I want to put on hold. And then I'm going to call down my little starter ship. Because I want to put everything out of the starter ship.
No free slots in suit inventory.
And not only am I going to take everything out, I'm also going to take the technology that I can, and I'm going to store it. Just like this. So all of this storable technology that I've already acquired in this ship is going to come with me. And that's going to go on our new ship. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little radiant pillar here. We're going to take it up to the space station. And we are going to scrap her. And we're going to have to sell a few things before we do. Or we're going to have to transfer them to our freighter for one. So let's go get in our freighter real quick. And we're going to move some stuff around in our freighter. So I'm going to keep this glass. We're going to put that in the freighter. This goes with our frigate when we do a mission, so we're going to keep that. This will be used for putting in freighter rooms, so we are definitely going to keep that. And that should hold us for right now. The reason I'm moving all this around, not only do I not want to lose anything when I scrap this ship, I want to have room for the items that I'm going to receive after I scrap it. And I'll show you what I mean. All right, so as you're facing the door of the space station, just like when you get out of your ship, on the right-hand side are several items of note. That's going to be all your merchants, your appearance modifier, and the starship outfitting area. So what we want to do is we're going to go into the outfitting area, and we are going to claim scrap. Okay, so that's going to scrap this ship. It's going to dismantle it, and we're going to get items and units worth 3.4 mil. So, warning, Radiant Pillar BC1 and all cargo will be destroyed. So that's why we emptied all the cargo and all of the modifications that we could. All right, we're going to have to make some more inventory room. Oh, what a pain in my behind. Let's come over here to the store and sell a few things. Let's sell that crystal sulfide. And let's sell that quantum accelerator. And that might do it. We'll see. If it doesn't do it, well, means another trip to the freighter to unload more stuff. Can I interact with you, or have I already? I already have. There we go. That was just enough. Salvage components will be added to the exosuit automatically. So we got a spool of nano cables. Compressed indium scraps. And a couple of C-class mods that can go into our new ship. Where in the devil did you come from? What? No, 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 no. This is not right. You should not be here. You should be a sentinel ship. All right, 3 slots required. What can I do? Okay, easy peasy. We're going to go over here. And I'm going to sell the cyclotron module because I don't need it. That'll give me a couple of nanites. Trying to understand where the hell that ship came from. I don't remember rescuing a crashed ship. Possibly I did. Either way, we're going to get rid of it too. So there's our spool of nano cables. And there are our compressed indium scraps. That gives us 3 empty slots to scrap this hunk of junk that is currently burning from somewhere. Oh, we've earned 4 million units. Oh, this is getting to be... So, folks, I do want you to know one thing. I do not script. I do not play in between recording sessions. I basically do it the way you're seeing it. If this seems a little off to you, I'm sorry. It's just I don't believe in scripting gameplay. I want you folks to see what you're getting into. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer these mods over. Oh, I'll put some of this stuff that I'm not using currently away. Now, surely that should be enough. And we're gonna hop back to the space station. Now, let's see if we can't get rid of this burning hunk of junk. I really don't remember claiming that ship. We will find out here in a minute if we're stuck with that because it's a glitch. All right. Gone. And there is our Sentinel ship. All right, I am much happier about that. We have some more modifications to add to the Sentinel ship and to sell. And we have our money starting to build up. So let's get rid of the stuff we do not need. Which is, of course, another cyclotron module. And we're going to get rid of the scrap that we got from that hunk of junk. Another spool of nanite cables, subatomic regulators, and recycled circuitry. Now that's got us up to just over 6 mil. Now that we have a nice ship with some supercharged slots that we can jazz up and a teleport receiver that's going to allow us to move stuff in and out of our ship without actually being in it. But now that we have one, before we go to wrenching on it, there is something I wanted to bring up. And this leads us to our next segment. I want to give a shout out to Uncle Chillscope from the Everyone's No Man's Sky community for previewing the Squish files and letting me know when I have missed something. And one of the things that Uncle was kind enough to remind me of, it's not something I had missed, but something I was holding off on. And now that we've reached this particular point, it's time to go ahead and turn loose. So we've now managed to get our new ship of our own, a crash ship that we managed to repair and claim, and we've scrapped our other ship, and now that brings up something that brings in a lot of new players to the game, and those are expeditions. So I only touched briefly on this, but we're coming back to it. This is the QC, or Quicksilver Merchant. I don't know why I said QC. I've had too much catnip this morning. This is our Quicksilver Merchant. So the missions that we do here that gain Quicksilver, we then bring the Quicksilver over here. Currently I have 880, and we claim rewards, where it says create exotic items from Quicksilver. Okay, so if you see something that says available, it's because I've already claimed it on another save, okay? So there's all of these items that I have claimed on other saves that I'm going to come in here and claim. And some of them are actually quite useful. The polo figurine, for instance, combined with starship trails, actually increases the stats of your starship, and we'll get into that too as well. The other category I want you to be aware of is expedition rewards. So all of these various rewards I can claim because I have done expeditions. And a couple of these actually are ships. So we'll run through real quick at all the things that I can claim from doing the expeditions. And we just finished, was it Expedition 10? I believe it was Expedition 10. And we just finished that one. I've done 8 of the 10, I believe. So, yeah, I missed Expedition 8 and 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through here real quick. We're going to claim a few things. We're going to get the Streamlined Jetpack. We're going to get the Golden Vector, which is a starship, a fighter. As you can see, it's an S-class. So we're going to go ahead and claim it. Going to go back into our expedition rewards. We are going to claim the SSV Normandy SR1. It's a frigate to go with our freighter, so we're going to go ahead and claim it. Now there's a little bug that lets you keep claiming it, but you only get one. So don't sit here thinking that you're getting 20 Normandies. You're only going to get one. The next ship that we're going to claim is up here, and it's the Utopia Speeder. As you can see, it is also an S-class. And we are going to have to buy that one for nanites. We can't just claim it for free, which I'm not sure I understand. Honestly, HG, it's supposed to be available. So we're going to go ahead and claim that as well. All of these rewards can be claimed on any save. So if you buy a Quicksilver reward, say the unlockable holograms that are, or a cape, or a poster, or anything, a base decoration, a jetpack trail, anything, fireworks, no. Fireworks are considered a single-use item, so they are not transferable to your other saves. If I buy a pack of fireworks, I get a pack of fireworks. But all of these that say available, those will be available on any save. So if you grind your game and buy all of the items, then you can go on your game and claim them all.
Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received.
Anytime you start a new phrase, a new save,
Collectible received.
and the same thing with the expedition rewards. Those too are claimable across all your saves. So I highly, highly encourage you to do expeditions.
Collectible received.
They are definitely worth it. Here's another frigate that we can add to our freighter. And now that we're here, we can take a look at our new ships. So if I go down on the D-pad to summon vehicles, it will say switch docked ship. And you can only do that here in the anomaly. So we have our golden vector. Let's take a look at the insides of it. It's very nicely set up. And we have our Utopia speeder. Also an S-Class, very roomy, and has a nice setup of its own. And happens to have my favorite weapon, the infra knife. Now, there are things that we can do. We can use any of these ships that we want. We can take the guts from the, say, the golden vector, and add some of those to our Utopia speeder, or vice versa. Or we can take some of those items and add them to this Sentinel ship. And now there's one other thing that I wanted to cover in the money-making area. And again, this is a shout out to Uncle Chillscope. He is come along and he has set up a base for us to rob, if for lack of a better term. And this is a common thing in No Man's Sky. I don't want you to think that we're doing anything bad or immoral. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this base, and Uncle Chillscope has been nice enough to set up a farm. And he's built several extractors and several collectors in a nice little area. And we're going to tour some of this real quick. And we want to again give Uncle a big thanks for this. So say you're out bebopping around the galaxy and you notice a base. So you go to check it out. It is, of course, another player's base. Why wouldn't you want to see it? And when you get there, you see these silos. And now some collect metals and some collect gases.
Radiation protection.
And that is dependent upon the setup. So we're going to run down and look at that one setup down at the foot of the hill. This is one of the ways to make money, which is to set up, and believe me, Uncle has stretched this base out crazy amount. Which we will get into stretching bases as well. But for today's purposes, we're concerned merely with the extractors, storage units, and the goodies within. So right here, Uncle has a gas extraction unit, and he has put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extraction units. And he has put electrical cable to them and the pipes, and then he is running that to 2, 4, 6, 8 supply depots, and then he's running it up the hill to the main base, to the supply depot up there. I believe it's that one. And this contains 10,500, which is a stack, a complete fill is 9,999. So that is more than a stack of oxygen. And this will refill at 185 per hour. So C-class hotspot. It's going to refill 185 per hour. So we are at capacity, and what this is going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm simply going to get all of these materials. And this is another way to make money and to have the materials that you need available to you. And that is to go up to the anomaly, dig up that salvage data, go up to the anomaly, buy the blueprints for the gas extractor and for the silos and for the tubing. Get those blueprints, install your scanner modules, and go find yourself a farm, which is something else that we're going to do again in a later episode. Right now, our goal is to get established. And honestly, this will help between the farm. Unc has been generous enough to come in and set up so that we can quote unquote rob. And now, guys, I don't want you to think that you're taking something that is not going to be missed. Unless they're visiting their farm every 24 hours or every 12 hours to gather the materials themselves, by the time they get back to their base, their silo will be full again. Okay? But I do encourage you to go out and set up your own extractors and silos. All right, we have had another good run. We now have our own little sentinel ship as well as a couple of others. And on our next episode, we're going to visit working on our ships, getting a little more money, and then we are going to slide back into the main missions. I want to thank everyone, Uncle Chillscope, everyone's No Man's Sky community. Big shout out to you guys and big thank you. Welcome to Gray Boy, newest community member. Again, later this evening, we'll be on Twitch, BlackDog03V, doing a ship giveaway. So look for me there. Everyone have a great evening, and we will see you later.